it's starting closer to 0. So up to 20. Nothing there. I give up.
Okay.
So, yeah, so
It's an interesting
I've
question.
stood something up, but Susanna has a nice question, which is easy.
Okay.
Suppose you have a
Hang on 2
KGB.
seconds. Give me a second.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay, I'm ready.
Suppose you have a KGB element. If you show it, that it annoys you.
Don't encourage it. Yeah, go ahead. All right.
If you have a KGB element, how do you find out what the corresponding theta is as a matrix?
That's an interesting question.
So you get the well-defined matrix of the conjugation by H.
No, it's a well-defined, the X is only defined as a conjugation by H, but as an involution of H, it's well-defined. That's all there is to it, involution of X.
Well, 0 was easy. What if you 8?
There they all are, from 1. There's a reflection in the long root. And where's mine? There's minus 1.
That's the thing.
So let's do set G colon equal SL 3C. Ha!
Sorry, what just happened there?
I redefined. Yeah.
Okay,
It doesn't
never
matter.
mind.
Oh, you had Steve.
Oh, actually, sorry. So here are all the involutions in the Wald group of type A2. Well, there's products, but anyway, this is essentially the Wald group of type A2.
So what we've got,
Oh yeah, it's these deltas, right?
these off-diagonal things are permutation matrices, and they're each other's inverses.
So why is 6 by 6 about 3 by 3?
Because GL3C is rank, as a complex group, is rank 3. But when you view it as a real group, you complexify it, which makes it rank 6. And I just multiplied all of these matrices by the distinguished involution, which is this off-diagonal thing. And so once you do that, you get a bunch of matrices which are block diagonal repeated. It's WW on the diagonal.
So before we that, we always get matrices that are involutions of the diagonal program, right?
Yeah, so these matrices are the matrices of the action of W on X upper star.
But by the way, the W inverse.
Yeah, of course. You're right, yes, WW. Yes,
So does Atlas,
well, hang on, go ahead.
This might come up tomorrow, but given something in the block of trivial and that distinguished evolution, can you tell how that acts on that parameter?
Sure, you bet. So, let's set B is equal to the block of the trivial of G. So, sorry the output is so long, but anyway, there are 6 parameters. And let's set delta the distinguished evolution of G. There's delta. And for E in E, E at I in D to all right, if I'm lucky, this will work. Twist delta P is what you're asking about. It's the automorphism acting on P. Find B, if I have the syntax right, I'm not sure I do, will find this parameter in this list, and so it'll print the I and the J, if I'm lucky. So this says that 0, 1, 2, 5 are fixed, and 3 and 4 are interchanged.
so this is for the distinguished.
Yes, this is the, and the reason is that these parameters are, I mean, you can think of them as being a pair W inverse, and delta takes that to W inverse W. And for 1, 2, 3, 4 of these 6 elements, W is equal to W inverse. And only for the 2 permutations of order 3 is this automorphism non-trivial, is this acting non-trivially.
Actually, elements 3 and 4 are the marvelous triality, and it's in
There you go. Other questions?
So does Atlas care about the corresponding anti-holomorphic evolution for each of these pairs?
I mean, Atlas doesn't know anything about anti-holomorphic involutions.
and neither do we. as
Neither do we.
general-
So does that mean we don't worry too much about it?
Well, no, we worry a lot about it actually. But anyway, but it's not visible in the software. It's entirely external to the software. Yeah.
And now we have a question.
Yeah.
We said that we always fix H, and these always take it to be the intersection without a triangle.
No. What do you mean by upper triangular?
B is fixed, that's the important thing.
I mean, these are not.
How do we choose positive?
It's all in the mind. Seriously, it's psychological. You have this group, abstract group. It has a Borel. Now, if it's a classical group, you might think of it as being the upper triangular matrices somehow, but that's purely a psychological construct. It's just an abstract group in a Borel. Doesn't matter which Borel you pick. Anyone, they're all conjugate, you get the same theory. I mean, this reminds me that Mark corrected me the other day. I was saying things like, well, the software picks a Borel, or the software picks a set of simple roots. And Mark convinced me that was wrong, that I'm picking the Borel and the set of simple roots. And, you know, I'm thinking them as being upper triangular in GLN or something. The software doesn't know anything about anything. It just has some abstract root data. It's not picking anything.
Not exactly, because you just listed matrices that define the evolutions of the diagonal cartan, not on any cartan.
No, just yes on any
Yes
cartan.
Yes?
So what do you mean the diagonal cartan in E8?
I don't know how to define the answer.
But I mean, there isn't there's no notion of diagonal cartan in general. I mean, what does diagonal cartan mean? For a classical group, it means you've embedded the class. We know what diagonal cartan means in GLN. And in a classical group, you've embedded the group in GLN, and that gives you a notion of diagonal cartan. But that depends on the choice of embedding. So there's really there's no notion of diagonal cartan.
First of all, the evolution is not acting on the cartan, but on X upper star.
Right.
And what's X upper star? Well, that's determined by your choice of simple roots. Once you give your choice of simple roots, then you know what X upper star is. And with those coordinates, then with your evolution, if you change difference with simple roots, you get different roots.
I mean, this is a difficult point, and I often have trouble understanding issues because of this. And one of the ways to resolve it is, I've mentioned this before, I'll just say it again, is the computer has some abstract stuff. And I have in my mind a virtual SP2N. And I'm thinking of it as matrices with diagonal on the diagonal and so on. And I have to choose an isomorphism from this abstract computer SP2N to mine. And once you've done that,
What you call what the computer has is the most concrete possible.
This is where Mark and I disagree. Sorry, go ahead, Mark. What?
I mean, what the computer is manipulating is not abstract at all. Your problem is that you want to model something abstract and you have to choose basis in order to make it concrete.
No, I mean, there's some truth to that. I agree.
But
So look, I have two objects. I'm choosing an isomorphism from them, between them. You're saying I'm going this way. I'm saying I'm going this way. You know, it's.
okay, no, but to call what the computer has abstract, that's really.
All right. So yeah. So let me restate that the computer has a notion of simple roots, for example. It has a list of vectors that it's calling simple roots, and you can suspend your prejudices and just think purely in terms of what Atlas is handing you, or if you have a set of simple roots that you prefer, you can set up a bijection. Someone told me once that Shimura used to say, understanding is psychological. Paul, you look very,
It's a prescription. That's right, ignore you.
you look like you're, what's the word? You're,
Understand?
yeah, understanding, there you go. Skeptical, or anyway, you look good back there. All right, other questions? That's probably a good place to stop. So we have more time later in the week for talk about other examples, and the deformations of SL2 is definitely on the list. There's a list on the website which is hilariously long. But if there's things people particularly want to see, some people have already told me, but come tell me or send me an email, and we'll try and cover what people are interested in.